lovelies, in today's video we are going to talk about investment. Just a disclaimer here, I am not a financial expert. I am just a simple content creator who is trying to make things work. The things that I'm going to share with you today is based on my DIY research, based from the podcasts that I've learned and the books that I've read. So if you think that you need the expertise of a financial advisor, then go ahead and get one. Welcome back. My name is Geraldine B. I am posting videos about health and minimalism and saving money, being mindful of our financial goal. If that's something that interests you, feel free to subscribe if you haven't done that yet. So now let's get into it. So before investing, may I suggest that two things. Number one, to pay off any consumer debts that we have, any loans, student loan, car loans, line of credits, credit cards should be paid off. Number two, we need to have a fully funded worth of emergency fund, 3 to 6 months, because in case of emergencies, then we have money setting aside to cover that. So now you're ready to invest and you don't need lots of money for you to get started. So there's two ways to do it. First is you can go to your bank. Most people are comfortable of doing this because they have seen a physical building, right? So if in case their money's gone, then they can just go and then file a complaint. Or call your bank and tell them, I am interested of investing my money by myself, or self-directed investments. So it's like a DIY investment. So they're going to give you a dummy money. It's like a pretend money. Let's say they're going to pretend you have 100,000 worth of money in your bank, and then you're going to invest, practice investing before you actually dive in investing. That's a lot of fun for some people, but be aware that banks are not really your friend. Yes, they're not our friend. They are for profit. What does that mean? They will find ways to make a profit because that's what their institution is. So be aware of their fees. I've been there. So that's why I can tell this from my heart. So whenever you buy or sell stocks, it usually costs $9.99 or almost $10. Any banks here in Canada. Be aware of the maintenance fees. Like you need to pay, say, $25 quarterly if your investment is less than 15,000. So there is that fees that sometimes banks are not really explaining you well. Before you start investing, ask them about the fees. Now, number two is you can actually find an online brokerage, which is my personal choice. So here in Canada, we have Questrade and Wealthsimple. Personally, myself and my husband is with Questrade, and some of my friends or my sister is actually with Wealthsimple, and they are both reliable, they are both secured, they are both insured. You just need your SIN, your identification, a social insurance number, and then a piece of ID, either driver's license, passport, PR card. Everything is done electronic, online. You can DocuSign, and boom, you're good to go. Online brokerage, the main advantage is their fees. So with Questrade, $4.99 or almost $5, half of the bank fee every time you trade or you sell. With index fund, it's actually free, which is amazing. Whichever part of the world you are, if you decide this route of online brokerage, it is important for you to be prudent, research on how stable that company is. In case this company will file for bankruptcy, how much amount of money they're going to cover your investment. Just be aware of that. Research how many years have this company has been running, or how reputable this company is. Now that you know your financial institution, the next step is actually plan your portfolio, which is not a complicated step at all. For me, my investing is buy and hold. So I buy the stocks and hold it for the longest time possible. I'm not a day trader. The longer you hold that investment, the gain is promising for you, like 10, 20 years. Because for me, investing should be simple. And if I cannot explain my investing strategy to an 8-year-old child, which is the age of my first daughter right now, then I won't go for that investment at all. So that's why I am not a fan of Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. Sorry if you are, but I just couldn't grasp or understand how it works. So number one is you can either buy stocks. Number two is you can also buy index fund or exchange traded fund. So you can actually buy a GIC as well, mutual funds, there's a lot. But here I'm just going to maybe share with you either stocks or index fund. What is a stock? A stock is anything. It's a single stock that whenever you buy one from a company, you are a shareholder of the company. Bridge, which is an energy company, BMO, Bank of Montreal, Telos, telecommunication company, TD, which is also a financial institution, a bank here in Canada, are stocks. They are good because they have the highest potential of return, and this is a high-risk investment as well. If your portfolio is planned for a long term, it's a very good investment to go for you. So again, if you need more help of this, don't take my word for it. Do your own research, ask for a financial advisor. High risk because it could be the highest potential return possible, but it could also like plummet anytime soon, especially during the market crash, right? Just last year, the COVID thing, and 2008, and the Great Depression. Number two is index fund. Index fund is actually like more of a passive investment compared to mutual fund. What is an index fund? Is just basically you try to diversify. When you hear the word diversified, you're talking about index fund. So the analogy of this, not to put your eggs in one basket. So index fund is just like, remember there's like a basket and there's actually lots of stocks in there. So example of index fund is ZEB.TO, that's a ticker sign. So what's inside that index fund? It's like a basket, so index fund. There's BMO, TD, financial institution in Canada. So there's a lot. There's like index fund like S&P 500. There's like 500 stocks in there. What is the advantage of this one is it's not high risk investment. It won't really fluctuate. It won't give you that highest potential return right away, but it wouldn't also plummet anytime soon. So this is more of a safe investing strategy. So a lot of people will go into index fund because it's not beating the market. You cannot beat the market anyway. Low cost of investment compared to mutual fund, which is managed by an expert. So now the benefits of investing. So we could actually gain another two things from investing. Number one is capital gain or capital appreciation. So this is the gain that you have from the price or of the stock. So for example, my personal experience, I bought BMO, Bank of Montreal, $82 per stock last year. So right now it costs $126 per stock. So I gained money from the capital. Binili ko siya na mura and ngayon mahal na siya per stock. So number two is through dividend. So some companies are actually sharing dividend. Dividend is actually the share when you are a shareholder of a company. So right now I co-own BMO or I co-own Apple company. Because this company are giving dividend, are expecting to receive this X amount of money monthly. Some companies are giving you monthly dividend. There's like quarterly as well. So you're going to receive X amount of money based on how many stocks you bought from that company. And speaking of dividend, my favorite stocks is Enbridge. They're actually paying 7.3 something dividend. You receive that money in your account quarterly and it's free money right there. So now the question is, when should I start? You know what? I wish that I've started investing when I was 18 years old because of the power of compounding interest. So compounding interest is actually you gain money from your interest. So you already have this interest from your investment and that interest gain another money. Can you imagine that? Here's the good news. It's never too early or too late for you to start. If you think right now that you're ready to go ahead. No matter how old you are, how young you are. And my husband and I were so excited for our kids. The moment they reach 18 years old, legal age, we will actually open an investing account for them to manage personally. The investing journey can actually change your mindset about handling money. Before, I used to buy a lot of things that I don't need, but right now whenever I see that beautiful sweater right there, and I was like, it costs $35, really? And after 10 years that sweater will remain as is. So instead, I said, like, I could better buy a stock or index fund for my $30 right now, and after 10 years my future self will thank me. So I hope that you have learned something today. If you have questions, again, I'm not a financial expert. I will try my best to answer them. Comment down below, what do you think about investing? And before I end, I have to give this warning, or be cautious about get rich quick scheme. I mean, I don't really desire to become wealthy, like per se, like super wealthy whatsoever. I just want financial freedom or independence. If you've been watching my video, I just want to freely give. I just want to freely live, freely spend my money, my time with my kids, with my family whenever they want to. So by all means, stay away from those people who are trying to advertise you to get rich quick. Because if it's too good to be true, then it's probably is. Until my next video, I am really glad that you have joined me today. I appreciate your time. Thank you for joining me in today's journey. Let's be contented for the things that we already have while we keep on working for our financial goal. Bye!